Hi everyone, welcome back to Dila's Kitchen. So it is Easter time and today I will be making Easter bird's nest sugar cookies with some toasted coconut to create a nest look. To finish off, I add a bit of speckled eggs to the top. I'll take you through it, so let's get to it. Starting off by sifting my dry ingredients just to prevent lumps. I've got some salt here, half a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I've got 2 tablespoons of corn flour. I always add corn flour to my cookies. I've got 3 cups of cake flour. So the corn flour just prevents the cookie from spreading too much once you start baking it, and it just makes it thicker. Sifting everything. I've got 230 grams of margarine. I just took it out, put it on the countertop for about half an hour. I'm just going to soften up my butter before I add my sugar. 1 cup of white granulated sugar, giving that a mix. Adding 1 egg. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. And half a teaspoon of almond essence, just to bring a bit flavor, because we're using coconut. Giving this a mix. Don't forget to scrape down while you're mixing and get to the bottom of everything to make sure everything's well combined. Now I'm adding my cake flour, adding it gradually. Just added more flour, adding the rest of the flour. Bringing the dough together with my hands. Transfer the dough to a floured surface. Rolling it out. For the cookie cutters, I've got this cookie cutter, I've got an egg-shaped cookie cutter, and then the smallest one of this one. So I'll be using this one. Just cutting it out. Just transfer it to a baking sheet with some reusable baking paper. This is going into a preheated oven, 180 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to bake it for 10 minutes. I just removed my cookies from the oven, waiting for it to cool down, and then I will remove it. It was in the oven for about 12 minutes. So anything from 10 to 12 minutes, and you don't want it to overbake. Like slightly brown on top. I've got about a cup of coconut here that I'm spreading out on a baking sheet. I'm going to bake it, and make sure you just toss it after 4 to 5 minutes and bake it until it's brown for about anything from 6 to 8 minutes. After 8 minutes, I just removed my coconut. So this is a medium size coconut. You get fine, you get medium, and you get large. I wanted large, but I don't have large, so I just used what I have. And this is the brown nest effect that you want it to look like. Doing the same frosting that I normally do. some soft margarine, powdered icing sugar, a bit of vanilla essence, and I'm going to give this. I'm using a piping bag, and you don't need a nozzle, but I'll be using one of these round nozzles. Just adding it to my piping bag, and then I'll be adding my frosting to these cookies. Have perfect edges, but the reason why I am using frosting is just for the coconut to have something to hold on to. Okay, so you just go all around like this, and then you don't have, it doesn't have to be perfect, and then you just create like a little hole, so there's some frosting in the middle as well, and you just cover it with your coconut. This is the toasted coconut I put in the oven. These are just normal speckled eggs that I'm adding. Actually, I had bigger ones. Blue. So my Easter Birdnest Sugar Cookies are done. So corn flour gives the cookies that extra soft consistency and keeps the cookies beautifully thick. These cookies have perfect edges, great for cutouts, and easy to work with, and no need to refrigerate. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram or Facebook. The link and the recipe will be in the description. Thank you for watching, and God bless.